Transhumanism, invented soon if I have anything to say about it. Transhumanism is the pursuit of advancing humanity beyond the trash existence we currently inhabit. Does that mean fighting for widespread societal reform, a war on poverty, addressing the existential threat of global warming? Fuck no. It means mass-produced consumer-grade cybernetics to make everyone's life perfect, baby. Which may sound like a pipe dream, but think about it. People have been using technology to overcome their own physical limitations for literal millennia. There once was a time when, if your cornea decided to be a prick, that just was how it be. You would just have to shrug it off and be like, okay, I guess shit is just blurry. That is until some genius came along, slapped some new high-tech device on your face, and now all of a sudden everything is in 4K with ray tracing. Have you ever considered the fact that people with hearing aids are objectively superior to you in the fact that they have full conscious control over their sense of hearing? They can just turn that shit off middle of a conversation, be like, you know what, fuck you, I'm done listening to whatever bullshit you're talking about, just mute you. So, if we can overcome such petty things like not being able to see or listening to dumb shit, then why would we not be able to overcome the small hiccups in life like losing an arm or death? The answer is that we can overcome those things, and not only those things, but every single problem that humanity faces can be solved through mass cyberization. You think I'm bullshit, and look at this. You know who can't get infected with coronavirus? People with robot lungs. Pandemic's over forever. Life expectancy shoots up to like 200 years. Unfortunately, you still gotta live with your spongy flesh brain, so Alzheimer's is gonna get you eventually. Food shortages are a thing of the past now that people only need enough calories to power their brain, which is like 300 calories. The rest of your body can just be charged up overnight while you sleep. Men will no longer have nipples. Finally, sexism and transphobia no longer exist since now everyone can just swap out their cock and balls for a cooch or vice versa, literally with the push of a button. Racism no longer exists since now your skin color can literally be any color you can think of. If you're getting pulled over and you're currently wearing the wrong complexion, just quickly switch to green, like some kind of skinwalker, so you'll just get off with a warning instead of a bullet. Global warming is no longer an issue when we can just give everyone some cybernetic gills and build new underwater societies. You can replace both your arms with flamethrowers at will. I can't really think of any specific problem that addresses, but it does sound like it would be useful in general. So obviously, giving everyone robot parts is cool and all, and would lead to a perfect utopia of happiness and prosperity for everyone, but why stop there? Since we've gotten rid of 95% of everyone's useless, pathetic flesh, now the only natural components everyone has are their brain and spinal cord, but why must our consciousness be trapped within there? If we wish to reach nirvana as a species, we need to remove our consciousness from our physical form and house them all in a massive solid-state drive that we built to replace the rings of Saturn. Within this massive hard drive lies the collective consciousness of humanity. It's got a nice little hub world like you'd find in any MMO, and also everyone gets their own personal hell, a dreamscape, you know, for whenever they want to just vibe. Sorta like the Hunter's Dream, or the Velvet Room, except instead of it being you, some geriatric, and a white woman, your dream is inhabited by the consciousness of yourself, your friends, your family, maybe a dog, throw in a baby monkey just to liven things up. From the super hard drive housing humanity's consciousness, you will be able to export your consciousness into a physical body constructed exactly to your preference. You could be anything. You could be a 20-foot-long turtle capable of flying through space at the speed of light, and then whenever you get bored, just be like, well, I'm done with this now, hit the off switch, and boop, your mind is back in the Velvet Dream, and you've added to the exponentially growing problem of space debris. Some of you might be thinking, in this future that I'm hoping for, if anyone can be anything, then wouldn't all forms of hierarchy and competition be rendered obsolete immediately? I mean, if anyone can just be 6'7" on demand, what's stopping everyone from having what it takes to play in the NBA? No. And also you're stupid, and here's why. Let's say you take your brain and you put it into a robot body which is a 1-to-1 physical copy of LeBron James, and then we have you play a game of one-on-one against the real LeBron. We'll call it Robo James vs. James James. $200 per ticket to come watch. We'll make fucking bank. In this hypothetical, you would get absolutely blown out. It wouldn't even be close. I would be shocked if you managed to sink a single bucket. You know why? Because you can't fucking play basketball. Just because you have the physical ability to do something doesn't mean you can actually do it. I mean, look, there are plenty of men out there who have the physical ability to have sex and yet don't. Trust me, I know. So no, everyone becoming cyborgs would not suddenly turn everyone into elite athletes. Okay, sure, bodybuilding and powerlifting would be fucked as a concept, but other than that, we're fine. There are those who claim that going down this path would remove us from what it means to be human. We will have become completely separated from nature. Yeah, good. Fuck nature. What has nature ever done for us? All it does is give us diseases and tornadoes and giant hornets. So sick and tired of these fucking nature apologists. Also sick and tired of these fucking human apologists. Here's an indisputable fact. Every crime against humanity has been committed by one or more humans. Humans are the worst thing to happen to humans. Humanity has evolved past the need for humans. But fine, whatever. If you want to join the ranks of the Amish and be left behind by the rest of us, be my guest. Enjoy your flesh prison on this hellball. You may be concerned about the fact that if transhumanism comes about within a capitalist system, we'll end up with an even greater divide between the elite and everyone else, as they can afford top-of-the-line enhancements, whereas we just have to settle for whatever trash the market pushes out to us. To which I say, did I mention the flamethrower arms yet? Or you may be concerned that an authoritarian regime could make easy use of all these cybernetic components in order to accommodate mass surveillance and control over their population. To which I say, did I mention the flamethrower arms yet? Now I know what you must be thinking. Misinformed. Was this video just a disguised ad for Cyberpunk 2077? I fucking wish, bud. No. This video was an ad for my unironic worldview and the unwavering dream I have for humanity, and I hope my impeccable persuasion skills have brought you around to be willing to give up your humanity and become something much greater, like a giant metal space turtle. And now a word from some of my patrons. Eitz Kodal, Trans Rights, Daniel. With the rising of the world's oceans and furries in general, it's inevitable that our natural evolution as a species would be becoming mermen, to be more specific, jumbo mantis shrimp variety because everything else sucks. Our exoskeletons would be practically invincible to knives and bullets, though we would all have to be registered weapon owners because we could punch harder than a shonen anime or launch kamehamehas and hadoukens at will. Fucking A, right? Horny alien guy. Let's just hope this video comes out before we all die of the Spanish flu version 2. Jigmaster G. Transhumanism is just one of the many doomed to fail attempts to bring humanity to a level where they can stand eye to eye with the base god. We continually fail to realize that the way to the base god's embrace is to look inward, and also fully automated luxury gay space communism. Mayor Mike. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm all for it. What could be better than cyberpunk in real life? Patrick. We can't reach a state of post-humanity without first transitioning to a state of socialism. Without socialism, the proletariat will become further enslaved to the bourgeoisie, like in the good Deus Ex. Plus, I want to make sure that my augmented reality anime eyes don't cost me anything.